Listen, if peace only exists on Friday nights and you start mourning it right away on Sundays, sis, that ain't peace. That's just a temporary escape. Let's talk about it, okay? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that you might be experiencing right now, and we need to talk about what you can do next to get out of this rut, right? Because that's exactly what it is. It doesn't feel good. It shouldn't feel good because it ain't good, right? So let's talk about the 48-hour life, which you're probably living right now. That means you're living for the weekend, which is not living, it's surviving, and it's barely surviving, right? If you're having emotional hangovers on Monday through Thursday, and then Friday night, you're lit. You're like, yes, the weekend is here, baby, right? And you do the damn thing, and then you have a great time Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday night rolls around, and you're tight and you're tense and you're dreading going into work on Monday. And you count the hours until 5 p.m. every single day, or whatever time it is for you that you get off your shift, okay? Every single day, and you do this repeatedly over and over and over again. That is a maddening cycle and an unhappy place to be, is it not? And so what is it costing you to wait for your peace? Because you are waiting by so-called living like what I just described. So the truth is, stress compounds throughout the week, throughout the days, the weeks, the months, right? And if you've been there in an environment that is no longer serving you for a long time, I can only imagine the stress and the toxicity that is built up in your body right now. Burnout can sometimes be disguised as ambition. I talk about that here on my channel quite a bit. If you are exploding with every time your family or your friends are in your space because something pissed you off at work, that that's the real underlying issue, but you're not discussing it with anybody, you're internalizing everything and you just blow up out of nowhere. That's not right? But I know that it is an all-consuming experience. I've been there, I've done that, and it ain't nice. It doesn't feel good. Your family doesn't feel good. Your friends don't feel good. Your colleagues and acquaintances, associates don't feel good, but especially the people you love. And the reason why that happens is because you might be depleted by Wednesday, by the middle of the week. You're like, everybody's hoorah and hip hooray, and that is midweek, and it's, hump day Wednesday and halfway there till Friday, but you're having a whole meltdown, right? Because your nervous system can't take anymore. You are using vacations as an escape plan as opposed to expanding. Instead of you being there enjoying life, reflecting, living in gratitude, spending quality time with yourself and with your loved ones. Long overdue and much needed time, right? You finally got a vacation, and the whole time you're thinking about work, or you're thinking about what you've got to go back to. Like you haven't really released that stress. You haven't let it go. So you're not having a great time on vacation. You're just off thinking about something else when you should be enjoying your time out at your vacation, right? Even if it's a staycation. And the people who love you, who are in your inner circle, they know that. They can see that. They can sense it. So it doesn't make it any fun for them either, right? So what does real peace look like? Because it ain't that. We know what it ain't. So then what is it? It looks like daily emotional regulation. That means we got to get that nervous system back in check, right? That looks like slow mornings, space to breathe. A slow morning where you don't check your phone as soon as you wake up. You're not checking emails. You're not looking at you're not opening up your laptop. You're not rushing to your computer. You're not rushing and starting to do busy work right away, top of the morning. You are easing into your day. That's what it should look and feel like. You're not answering calls first thing. You're not responding to text messages. You're taking a moment for yourself, top of the morning, to do what feels good and right for you. You're thanking God for waking you up that morning. You're reflecting on your life. You're, again, easing into your day. You're taking up space for you. You're filling your cup so it doesn't run empty. You're not running on fumes and trying to give to everybody else, most of the people outside of your inner circle who don't deserve it. You're making decisions from calm, not from chaos, from a calm place, from a good, comfortable headspace. You're saying, you know what? Nope, not today, without explaining why. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So if you are getting what I'm giving and you love these gems I'm dropping, go ahead and leave a comment right now so we can get this discussion popping. I would love to continue this dialogue with you beyond this video. So make sure you let me know what's hitting home with you. What are you feeling right now? You know, what emotions are coming up for you? Let's go ahead and talk about it in the comments, all right? And in case you are not yet subscribed and you are loving my content, go ahead and stick around. Make sure you hit the notification or the subscribe button first and the notification bell so you never miss a single episode whenever I drop new content and or go live. Okay? Now, I want to say that you deserve daily ease, not just ease, but daily ease. Doesn't that even just sound good? Not just feel good, but wait till you experience it. Because success should include softness. You know how they talk about that soft life? Because we've already done the hard work. And at this age, and at this stage, and at this phase of our life, we want ease. We want a soft place to land. Success should feel like that. It absolutely should include that, right? So you've got to make space to breathe, to stretch, to dream again, to feel youthful again, to be happy again during your workday. And until you're able to exit out, to transition out, if that's what you want, right? Now, it is not my ministry to help you find a newer, better, seemingly better, grass on the green is greener, seemingly on the other side kind of job. That's not my ministry. I'm here to help you build a free life, to live freely. I am a freedom strategist. I am a holistic business coach. So everything that I teach you is from that lens because I care about you, the whole you. Every aspect of your life matters to me as it does to you. Okay. So you need to start saying more no's. You need to say yes to aligned clients, to aligned partnerships, not to, and no to the clients who are not for you, right? Because not every client is for you. Not every person you meet is for you. Not everybody who wants to partner up or collaborate with you is for you. And that's why you've got to be crystal clear on what your values are and align what you do and who you do it with your values. And that makes it easy. Your decisions will become so much easier when you do that. Listen, it's about rewriting the script, really. You rewrite the script. It's your life. Girl, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? Peace should be your baseline, not a bonus, right? Your baseline. And everything else that builds upon that should feel really good to your soul. So feed your soul, create a life that you don't need to escape from. A life that when you do take vacation, it's just the extra, it's the added bonus, it's the cherry on top, right? It's the icing on the cake. You know, that's what you need. It's not about making more money necessarily. It's not just about that, because it is about that, but it ain't just about that. It's more about more margin than it is more money, right? More bandwidth, more capacity, more ease. So right now you may be like designing your calendar, or should be designing your calendar around your joy. But right now you're designing them around your obligations. That's a different feeling. So wouldn't it be great if you designed your whole calendar around what you love to do rather than what you had to do? Right? Like, I'm telling you, it's such a mindset shift that you have to make. but you'll get there. And you'll realize that peace is really profitable and powerful. And that's my biggest message to you today. If you've heard nothing else, take those last tidbits of words and realize that peace is your power, and it is how you're going to get to a profitable business. It is going to be a part of your freedom strategy and how you are going to embrace ease, right? Like all of those things work in harmony. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about: life, work, harmony. So you weren't meant to just create and earn and crash and burn, right? I like that. You weren't not just meant to create. You, what did I say? Look, y'all got to rewind that and write that down. Put that in the comments, okay? Because I don't want to mess it up. That was good, right? That was a whole bar. You weren't meant to just create and earn and crash and burn. I think that's what I said, girl. I don't know, but it sounded good, okay? Listen, you were meant to live. That's what I'm getting at. You were meant to live fully. You were meant to live freely. You were meant to live peacefully. So join my world where I do exactly that. I have created a life for myself that is both peaceful and purposeful, and peace and purpose do coexist. It actually does. So let's talk. I offer VIP days, by the way. I've had some people ask me about this, those who know that I offer them only a few every quarter. I don't do a lot because I want to be attentive to your needs and work closely with you in a very intimate way. So I only do about 3 or 5 per quarter. So we are in a new quarter as of this recording. If you want to work with me by doing a VIP and going deeper and creating your freedom plan, then go ahead and book that with me. Or, I also offer coaching, group coaching. So if you want to be in community with others of like minds, that's an option too. If you want to know what your options are, or you just kind of want, a one-off phone call with me, or video conference, because it will be by Zoom. I would love to have a conversation with you and talk about other ways in which I can support you. Okay, whether you need short-term support, long-term support, just one call right now to ask a few questions and get your head right and figure out what your next step is or next steps are. Wherever you are in the journey, I am here to meet you there. Okay. So go ahead and book your Freedom and Focus Clarity call if that's what you'd like, and we can start there and start the process. It's just that simple. I'm going to leave the comment or the links for these resources in the pinned comments, and you can also check out other resources I have in the description box as well. All right, now that's my time, so I'm going to tune out while you tune in. Be sure to share this video out with at least 3 friends and watch the next video that YouTube recommends, okay? As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now. Have a beautiful and blessed day.